Hmm, what's happening? Why is my screen like this? Did this laptop fall down from anybody's hand? Well, you didn't tell me now. Hey, it has spoiled too. No, how do I not do it now? Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Are we all here? Please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, please. And let me know if you can see my screen as well. Okay, you can hear me and you can see my screen. Oh, beautiful. 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 So let's in us in this session tonight. What's happening? I'm trying to see something. Okay, I think we can just go ahead. I was trying to work on something, but it's like this something does not want to cooperate. Okay, so I can see our comments. I can see our comments. Like, hooray! Network allowed me today. Are you for real right now? So you've been trying to come in, but network has really been uh not been favorable. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so good to have us all here. Good evening. My name is Omowumi Fadiran. Okay, so we are going to be starting with the day 6 activity. So before we actually go to day 6, let me see who has been doing this challenge. How many of us, sincerely, how many of us have been doing this challenge? I have been doing it. In fact, my children enjoy the challenge. If I don't or if I forget, they will be on my case asking what is the challenge for today. And sincerely, it's interesting. I personally find it interesting to see that they love it. And it has really been a great push for me as well. So let me see in the comment section who has been doing this challenge. Have we really been doing it? Have we been connecting with our children? Have we been checking up on them? Have we been following through with the what do we call it now? With the voice notes, with the text messages, and all of those things. Have we really been doing all of that? Have we been doing that? I'm not seeing any comment. Oh, I've been doing it. I've not been doing it. Which one? Where are we? Okay, it has really been great and made the connection more strong and thick. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so any other person who else is here? I want to know if we have been doing this challenge. Okay, or is it because my face has not been showing? So sorry. I would have loved to be here every day, but even right now, I am just being very strong because, of course, we need to continue. We need to keep pushing. We won't say because we're a bit strong, then we should pause. No, our children's life continues, so we also have to continue. Okay, so Fadil, my husband is here. Hey, give it up, 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 give it up. It really made me realize some hidden treasure in my lovely and wonderful princess. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, that's interesting. So we're going to be starting with day six activity. What part of school does your child love the most? What part of school? Has this challenge opened our eyes to see something that we have not seen before about ourselves, about our parenting strategy, about our parenting style? Or are we afraid to ask our children this question? Are we afraid? I am personally not afraid. I am personally not afraid because I know that if I get the right information that I need, it will help me to parent my children in an effective way. And of course, that's the whole idea of what we're talking about, effective parenting. When we parent our children well, then everything is gonna go okay. So I'm seeing a comment. Evelyn says, not all, but most. I asked my 6 year old how my parenting has been. She just replied, fantastic. You love me. That's all that matters. Beautiful. This particular activity for today was very interesting. How is my parenting? And my daughter said, before now, the way you have been handling us, dealing with us, has affected my self-esteem. Funny enough, I never knew. I never knew it was really that bad. But now that she herself understands self-esteem, self-confidence, she's able to say it. And I tell you, it means I have scored a goal. I am sincerely happy about this. I have scored a goal because for my daughter to have said that her self-esteem is back, that she's able to express herself without fear of what will mommy say, what will daddy say. Oh my God. Oh, kudos to your hobby. He's a great man. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate this comment. Thank you so much. Yes, he's a great man. I sincerely appreciate you for that. So you can imagine the way our children feel when they are in an environment where they don't feel love, or they don't feel heard, or they don't feel accepted. Funny enough, we don't know these things. We think that the things we say alone matters. What we do to them makes a lot more sense to them than the things we say. So we're going to start with the activities that our children love most in school. Have we reminded other people to join us? Have we reminded them? Let's remind them so that they can join us. Funny enough, some children don't even know the they don't even have the opportunity to do so much depending on the kind of school that they find themselves. And you see, extracurricular activities and sports, for children, in my own opinion, looking back at my childhood, I met some of my best friends of life, and I learned valuable lessons through some of the activities that we were involved in then. And that is one of the reasons why, for me, whenever there's anything to be done, I kind of get used to volunteering as soon as the idea is thrown open. And this is something that we need to really get our children to get used to. You know, I have been watching since I was very small, amazing benefit of participating in sport activity. Yes, I'm not really good with sport, but when I watch it and the little I can participate, like especially match past, I am very good with match past. I love to do match past, though I might not be the one at the lead, but I enjoy it. So I'm always there for the practice and all that. And my daughter too, I noticed that she's good with match, but she loves. But my second daughter, our former school, they don't, since we entered that school, they don't do inter sport, and we are changing her this term for quite a number of reasons. You can imagine a child to be in a school where even inter-house sports is not a thing that is being welcomed there. So this is something that, for us, we need to look at what are the activities that really make my children, you know, want to go to school. I saw a post by Dr. Adenuga on Instagram some days back, where he was trying to say there was a time that his children did not like going to school. They would always cry. When it's time to go to school, they would cry, and he would be wondering what's happening, what's with the school, what's all that. And it discovered that there are no fun activities happening in school. Everything is just boring. And children, they love activities like sports. They love learning. Yes, they love special groups. That's why, when my daughter said, it's time for them to do, I think, debate club, she was so glad that, yes, this activity is coming up. So they love all these things. It helps to teach children important social skills. It teaches them about teamwork. It gives them exposure to a bigger range of people outside their immediate circle, because they also get to compete. They go out, they compete with other schools. See, these things alone is something that actually interests some children. So they want to be a part of it. It gives them the opportunity to have fun while sharpening their skills and perfecting whatever it is that they are doing, anything that interests them, that they are interested in. So you need to be sure that your child is actually enjoying the group or the activities that they have joined in school. And it's not like it is something that their mother or their father wanted them to join. It's something that they willingly joined on their own. So that's why it's important that we get this kind of feedback from them, because this feedback actually goes a long way to help us like evaluate what it is that our children have been doing in school. So some of the things that we can do, we can look for ways to get an idea of what exactly it is that they do in that school. And when we do that, we can ask them, what are you interested in? Maybe for this particular challenge now, your child says, school is just there. School is just, it's okay, it's fun, we play. But is that all it is about the school? You might need to probe further to see, okay, what are the extra activities that they do in this school aside from the regular classes. When it's break time, you go for break, and after that, so nothing else. So even if your child is not sure of exactly what they wanted to do, check with the school. And that's why we need to have a parameter of what is expected of any school that our children will be going into. We need to be conscious of it. So everything is not all about the English and maths. The English and maths is very important, but children are in school to get social skills. English and maths can actually be taught at home. We can homeschool our children if it is about all of that English and maths. So everything does not revolve around this English and maths or around just whatever it is. The school does not want trouble, so they just leave it within the confines of only academic learning. It's very important that we have an idea of what can interest the child. Some children love to swim, but even the school they are in, there's no swim club, there's no tennis club in that school, there's no chess club in that school, there's no ballet club in that school, there's no taekwondo, there's none of these things, you know. And the child is not exploring other aspects of their capability. It's going to really really be boring. We cannot afford to force anything on our children. They should actually have a commitment to say, oh, I want to join, I have seen this particular activity being done in the school, then I want to join, I feel like joining. And we need to also allow our children to think outside the box. Let them express what it is that they can do, you know, by themselves. So we have a lot of work to do as parents. In as much as play is one of the most important ways in which children learn. So it actually impacts on their formal learning. You know, if a child is able to play well, then it would also help their learning capacity. In fact, the right to play is actually fundamental to a child's well-being. So some children, all they want to do is to play even while they are in school. You will even be surprised that children that go to the playground to play, their concentration ability increases, because one of the things that play does is that it strengthens the power of concentration. And see, for children that are able to concentrate, their success will be immeasurable. You know, they will be able to succeed in whatever it is that they are doing. So play is important. So when we ask our children this question, some of them can say, oh, I love to play. And then you say, you are not in school to play. Yes, I quite understand that they are not in school to play, they are in school to learn. But they are expected to also, when they play, they explore the environment, that their learning environment. They get to explore it in a better way. So this particular challenge, where we ask our kids questions about the activities that interest them the most, we need to take time to know what it is that they love, and then we need to guide them appropriately. Are we still together? Let me know if you are still here. Say yes. Then we go to day 7. Is anyone still hearing me? I know my voice is quite low though, but please manage it. Did you hear that? Manage my voice. So the next one is, how do they see our parenting? How do they see I didn't see any response. Oh. Are we still together? Are we still here? Okay, I'm seeing some emojis flying in the comment section. Okay, okay, means that we are still here. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, sir. We are still here. All right. So, as a parent, I'm sure that our goal is to raise responsible and self-motivated children. Children that will do well in school, children that will be able to communicate well, and also we want to build a happy family. Yes, that is the goal. Mm. But I'm sure that you've already realized that these goals, they are not easy to achieve. Oh. Who agrees with me? Who has seen that? Who has realized that hey, all these goals, raising children who are responsible, who are self-motivated, who do well, who communicate easily, where everything goes smooth. How easy do we think it is to achieve? Let me see in the comment section. Do you think it's so smooth, so seamless to achieve? Do we think so? Do we think so? This comment section is too quiet. It's too quiet. Are we here? Are we here? Are we here? A lot of people have actually realized that it's not easy to achieve all of these goals. In as much as they want to raise children that can you know that can stay responsible, stay motivated, happy children, in as much that we want to do that, it is a lot of work. We are going to do a lot before we get that done. So there are times that our children could be, disobedient. Our children could just decide to do what they like, especially for those that have preteens and teenagers. Hey, I also have preteens, so I know the way it is. And of course, I already understand that, for preteens particularly, when those moods begin to set in, a lot of things can begin to happen in their head. So for us that are parenting children within that age, we must be ready. Yes, they get emotional when the question is asked. Yes, so they actually get emotional, and then they look at you like, what's this? Or they might not even answer. They might not even answer. So the truth is, we have work to do. We have work in our hands, and that's one of the reasons why it's also important to ask them, what do they think? What do they think about our parenting style? And like I was talking with one of us today, I told him, I said, please, whatever question you are asking your child, be intentional. And one of the ways by which you can be intentional is write it down. Let them see that you are documenting, and make sure you keep that material that you use. So what I do, anytime I'm having an engagement with my girls, this kind of sensitive engagement, I try to note down the points that each one of them says, because I know that they think differently. So the responses that I've been getting, of course, have been different. And I'm not surprised. That is actually one of the things that I expect as well. So, we need to actually understand the kind of children we are raising. Some people, their home environment have actually become tense and become hostile. Before I went fully into this parenting part, I noticed something about my first daughter. Sometimes when you ask her questions, she gets agitated even before she answers you. Me asking a very simple question, but maybe the form in which I asked, like what she just told me today, she said, oh, I am more confident, my self-esteem is back. I mean, she said my self-esteem is back. I looked at her and said, are you for real right now? Your self-esteem is back? What do you even mean? I said, what do you even mean? She said she means every word. This is just an 11-year-old girl. Oh my God. She said, before now, that you don't even know what to say now. That will get mommy angry. That will get daddy angry. But now, there's nothing like that. You are so understanding, you are so patient. And then I begin to look at it and say, so those reactions that I was seeing there, this is where it's coming from. I can remember when she was still very small that she was trying to write seven. She would write seven like F. Hey, my husband did not find it easy with her. She would write B like G. And all of those times, those the way we interpreted those things to her, it had already taken a sit down comfortably in her mind, and that has actually impacted on the way she viewed life even going forward. So that is one of the reasons why it's very important for us to understand the way our children feel about our parenting style. When we do that, and we know and we allow them to explain, because I know that they might even say things that we don't love to hear. We love to hear the good parts, but sometimes you can be shocked that they would actually say things that you would not even expect. Yes, that is allowed, that is permitted, and that is what's supposed to actually happen. And that's to show that this child is evolving, and it is the onus is on us to now go back and re-strategize and look at our processes. I, for one, I am not an expert. I am not an expert. In fact, I am also on a journey. Hmm? I'm on a journey. So, because our children has experienced some things. If I had had this kind of knowledge that I know now before I got married, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sincerely, there are some broken things I am doing now that I will not even do. I would have moved 10 steps ahead. But yes, good enough. Now I know. It's good that we now have information. It's good that we are now able to change our processes. Then, as we are getting information, it's important to begin to impact on our children. It is very, very important that we begin to impact the things that we are hearing on our children. So the first thing that we need to look at is, what can I do better to be a better parent? What can I do? When I started learning about parenting, I told my children once, I said, I want to be a better parent, and I want you to be my accountability partner. I told them, this is what I'm expected to do at this particular time. This is what we're expected to do. I know children are very wonderful. They are the best, one of the best accountability partner you can ever have, because they will hold you. They will hold you, except if you don't want to give them that power. And I tell you, giving them that power is one of the successes of parenting. That their decisions matter a lot. See, the simplest way to become a better parent is to ask your children what they think. Hmm. When you ask them, please be prepared for an honest answer. That's what today's challenge is all about. Be prepared for an honest answer. Your children can point out your flaws, accept it with love. See, the mind of a child is innocent. I can tell you. They will not want to hurt you intentionally, especially when they see that you are making efforts. So they can even bring up incidents where you were unreasonable, inconsistent. They can bring up something. You did that thing maybe in January. You that did that thing. You have a lot of things in your head. You have forgotten. You have moved on. This child will not move on. They will not move on. They will be on your case. Like, this thing that my mommy did. They will be looking for an opportunity to even tell you. But what the face that they are seeing might not give them that privilege. So it is very important when you want to ask your child this question and you really 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 want to know, except if you just want to tick the box, tick the book. This is the activity they said we should do today, let me quickly do it and get that done with. If you are really 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 sincere with yourself, you must be ready for an honest answer. In fact, they might even highlight ways by which you have not been a good role model to them. Yes, it can really, really be scary. But I tell you, the feedback you get will parenting skill you need to develop. That is, if you are truly, truly interested in getting the right feedback. I can see some comments here. We have we have taken being inquisitive as being disobedient. Yes, my husband. That's true. Evelyn says, yes, very accountable. Children are very accountable. Yes, I totally agree. Children are very, very, very accountable. So we talked about the first question. What can I do to be a better parent? So the first thing to do is to be ready to receive an honest response from the children. Number two, mm, you will even be surprised that your children can even go ahead and say, oh, that's why I like this family, being a part of this family. That's why I don't like being a part of this family, because of so thing that has happened in the past. You need to be ready to take it with good faith. I've seen situations where parents frequently complain that their children are withdrawn. They tell me that their children would rather spend time with their friends than family. See, to be able to get to the root of that, you need to ask them, what do they like or dislike about being in the family? I think we also have a challenge on that, but that is a very sincere question, because it will help you to actually know the way your child's mind is working about your parenting skill. It will help you to know, so this child I've just been managing. So please, on this note, I'd like to stop here and ask if anyone have any question. If anyone has any question, or if your children have said anything. So for you being here in this challenge, I know that you are a committed parent. I know that you are committed to raising your children well. I can see that you are committed to building a strong family. You are committed to becoming the best parent you can ever be. So the next step is to take action. Is to take action. Even after this challenge has ended, let's make it a point of duty to check in, like checking for appraiser with our children. I know it's quite funny, but that is a very true thing. Mm? When we keep having conversation with our children, let's be open-minded. Let's make it clear to them that we value their opinions, we value their honest feedback. Let them see that you actually value it. Even if they have a negative feedback, don't take it personally. See, the fastest way to improve as a parent and to even improve generally in life is to get regular feedback. When people do maybe a contract or you give people business, they've completed the job, the best way they can know if what they've done well or what they've done was well done is when they come for feedback. I've seen quite a number of vendors recently, they don't ask for feedback from their customers. is sad, is bad. Some of them think that everything they've done is perfect. In as much as you have done your homework, they gave you a job to do, you have done it well, you still need to ask for feedback. Don't be afraid. And you can imagine somebody that is afraid to ask for feedback from a customer. Will that person be ready to ask for feedback from their children? I doubt it. Even if they want to, they will tailor the feedback to what they want to hear, and that is no longer feedback. So as we reflect today and act on the feedback that we have received from our children, it will help us to become a more effective parent. And I'm very sure if you continue on this path and your children see that you are more committed, they will become more mature as well. They will become more happier. They will become more comfortable. And of course, that goal that you want to achieve with your child, it will be easy to achieve. It will be a seamless goal and it will be achievable. So I'm checking to see if we have questions. I can't see any questions. I can't see any questions. Any questions for me? Are we still here? If you are still here, say yes, I am here before we call it a night. Are we still here? If you are still here, please say yes, I am here. Hmm. Say yes, 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 I am here. Say yes, 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 I am here. Okay, 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 okay. Do we have questions? Have we learned one or two things? So let's go back to the group to drop our questions if we're not asking it here, so we can call it a night. Thank you everyone for joining. I sincerely appreciate. Sorry for the days that we missed the live session. It's sincerely, if I had my way, I would I would have prevented that from happening, but the ways of God are past finding out. So yeah, we'll continue. We are almost there. We have few days to go. How many of us are excited that we are almost there? I am particularly excited. I'm enjoying this challenge as well as you are enjoying this challenge. And I know that there will still be a lot more that this challenge is going to bring for us. It's going to help us to get more insight from our children. It's going to help us to connect better with our children. It's going to help us to become a better person as well, when in even in other areas aside from our parenting um part. Thank you, Evelyn, for staying till this time. Thank you, my husband. Thank you, my black pussy. My husband, bold wife for the impact. Oh wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you for that, sir. I am sincerely grateful. Thank you for always being a support. I don't take it lightly at all. I am very grateful. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night rest. I love you all. Bye.